Hey, what's up? Damien AM here for Angel Wolf Studios. Yeah, I get to say that now. It's like an official thing if you saw my last video. For this video, I want to talk about Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat is a card game that I just finished making. It's for children, and it is what the title says. You're trick-or-treating, but as a card game. And you're collecting candy, and the object of the game is to collect as much candy as possible. A child's dream. Who doesn't love candy? Well, okay, there's some people, but I mean, come on. Perfect, right? So, anyway, in school, it was an assignment to create a card game. And this is what I came up with. We tested it, and the people that played it loved it. They were laughing and saying, coming back to me, telling me how fun it is. We did a postmortem. Postmortem? No. Well, we talked about what they liked about the game, and they basically because it was so simple. The game's going to be for me, I would say from ages 3 and up. And my instructor said, "Well, now you see the mentality of our class." Sorry, guys, I had to mention it. So what I did was I decided, well, I'm going to make this game, and I started out. I didn't know what I was going to do, so I decided I had like all this craft foam, like laying around all over the place because I like to, I like arts and crafts, and I decided to make the cards out of the foam. The foam is like the perfect size. I mean, it already looks like a playing card, so it was the perfect idea. So first I made this. This is going to be the back of each card. This is all cut out of foam. It's 3D. If you look at it like this, you can see, they're raised up. And from there I went to, it's a Halloween-based game, right? Or a themed game, so I had to come up with costumes. Now, for the game, you don't need to use these cards, but, like, here's a cheerleader, you have the astronaut and the clown. You don't have to use these. If your child has, or you have a costume at home that you wore last Halloween, or a costume that you go to costume parties with or whatever, then you could wear that instead. And I just pretty much made the costume cards for people who don't have a costume. There's other cards. I had to make some cards in 2 pieces, like this card. This is the Awe card, and what it is like a little old lady opens the door and loves your costume so much, she gives you extra candy, like more candy than the other houses would give you. So I had to make this in 2 pieces. I originally had it glued on here, but I had to take it off because what I did was, after making all of the cards, I had to put them in my scanner, and I scanned them so I can, make the cards perfect for printing, and because like here, I didn't leave enough space on the card, but I adjusted that in Photoshop. So let me show you that. Okay, here you go. Here's the back of the card again. All right. Slight color variation, but that's because of the printer or the scanner. But that's okay. I mean, I like it. It came out really good. I mean, you could tell that it's 3D. You could tell that the letters are raised up. And let's see if I go over to, like this one here, cheerleader. These are like individual little pieces of foam that I made into little pom-poms. And you can tell that they're raised up on the card, and that is like was my main goal, to make it look like it's still handcrafted. Which is also the reason why I left all the pencil marks in too. So there's there's 8 costume cards. There's a couple of these encounter cards. Let me see if I'll show you. There we go. Here's the awe card when it's all done. Then you have the knock knock, and here's a boo. This was also in 2 pieces. Let's see. And believe it or not, okay, to cut down on time, instead of creating all of the candy cards individually and making brand new cards each time, all I did was I made the background, and then I made the candy pieces that are going to be on the card, I made them separately, and all I did was I switched out the candy on the card. Let's see. Like 2 bags worth of candy. Not edible. So the cards go from 1 through 5. There's also some cards, you'll see that it's a little bit like it has like the word candy on like an island. That's because these pieces are thicker, and I really wanted to have everything coming out nice and clear, so I adjusted it just for that. So there are, gummy bats and jelly beans and candy corn, gumdrops, bubblegum eyes, marshmallow ghosts, lemon drops, and the classic wax vampire teeth. Come on. Classic candy that I remember from when I was a kid. What you do is you take these doors, right? These doors are also cards. This way you don't need a board, you don't need a play mat or anything that could get damaged at, say, a child's party. The cards are also going to be a jumbo size, which is like double the size of a normal playing card, which is 3.5 by 5.5 instead of 3.5 by 2.5. I also made this encounter card, or this legend card, for the encounter cards. What this does is this explains each of the encounter cards, what they mean, and also like what you do. Like here, you have the egg. It says someone throws eggs at you. You have to clean your costume. So you lose your next turn because, technically if this happens, you have to go home, clean your costume. It's in real life, you would go home and that would be the end of your trick-or-treating. Right? But here, you get to continue on because you're not really dirty. You don't really have eggs, and you're not really around the idiots out there that actually do this to little children. Don't do that. It's not a good thing. Anyway, so I'm planning on doing a Kickstarter with this. As soon as I'm not going to say prototype because I already did the prototyping in class. This is the first copies that are going to be in color and with all of the artwork that I've done. This is going to be the first time that anybody's going to see them on the cards themselves, even including me. So I'm going to do like a mini party and invite some kids over, maybe from the family, for the neighborhood, and we're going to play the game. And I'm going to have, give out candy instead of the cards. So anyway, if you go to Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter is going to start in August, I believe. I think that's when I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to go from the beginning of August to the end of to the beginning of September, and because I want to have enough time for all of the orders, because I want to make sure all of the orders get to the people by Halloween. I don't want it to be late. I want everybody to have it by Halloween. So if you go to Kickstarter, you'll be able to get this card. This is a brand new card. This is my most recent card as well. And it's the party card. What the party card does is it's kind of like if someone on your block is having a party and there's children, it's a children and adults Halloween party, that you ring the doorbell, they're having this huge party, they invite you all in to have, to dance a little bit, have a few drinks, maybe something to eat, and grab as much candy as you want. Well, this card is going to give you almost, I won't say as much candy as there's a set amount of candy that you're going to get from this card, but it's for everybody. So if somebody is not getting any candy, or has just got hit by the bully or whatever, guess what? The party card's going to save them. They're going to, it's going to keep everybody in the game having fun. Originally, like I said, it's only going to be available for Kickstarter. I might make another version of this card for a later edition of the game, but that is like way up in the air. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But yeah, so you can go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. I'm talking about my game and showing pictures of the different cards, the different artwork various artwork that I've done for the game, and I'm all doing as much preparation as I can to get the Kickstarter started. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, spread it around, show people, this is how I won't say this is how you develop games, but this is how I develop games, and I want to take you guys on this journey with me on doing something that I love. And I thank you for watching this. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. So I'll get you guys in the next video where I will be talking about finding a printer for Wreckage and how grueling, how much of an ordeal that has been so far. Alright, catch you later. Yeah, like I said, give it a like, subscribe, check out the other social media things. I'll put them in the links in the description. And I'll catch you later. Bye.